Flames of War brings you the battles of World War II in epic 15mm scale. Go to the hub on beastsofwar.com to find news, tactics, and tutorials about the game. Progress comes to a world of magic as science and the arcane combine to make marvels. Meet steampunk inventors and orc mystics at the Volsung hub on beastsofwar.com.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Objective Infinity. I'm joined by Carlos. Today we're having a look at Camouflage. So we have a few different types of camouflage troops in the game. Carlos, can you take us through who they are and where you might actually like to deploy these guys on the battlefield and why you might like to deploy them where they are?
Well, probably talking about camouflage will take a whole day and I won't even finish. The camouflage world
It's a deep rule, I'm guessing?
is deep.
Yeah.
Because it's a rule that gives a lot of advantage, has a lot of meta going on, has a lot of options. So you're asking, how do you deploy a camouflage troop? And it's like I answered you in a very Galician way with another question. Depends on what he has in his hands, you know.
Yes. Okay.
So I'm going to point at different spots on the table because depends on what this guy has in his hands, the way you will use him. Okay. So we have this a pano against the nomads.
From Ice Storm.
Very Ice Storm-ish the thing. My deployment area is here, and your deployment area is there.
Here. Yep.
Okay. First of all, there's a skill that is not camouflage, it's a different skill that is infiltration. That is the skill that allows you to put miniatures next to the middle of the table, right in the middle. Allows you to deploy until the middle of the table. You can even go further, but that will be risky and you need a roll. Okay. Forget about that. So
for where we are, up to halfway into the table.
Okay, what happens is that many camouflage troops have infiltration, but one thing does not include the other. Check your profile, okay? Okay. So, if this Spectre will have a sniper rifle, okay, I will place him like in this rooftop, for example.
Okay, so he's got a nice big open field of fire down into the rest of the table.
Dominating like
a nice big wide field of fire.
So, and I will not place him as a miniature, I will place a marker even, because that will allow me to choose when to reveal myself or not. Right. Okay, so that is the spot for a sniper rifle. Maybe this also could be a good spot. I prefer this one really, but that is a spot for a sniper rifle. Okay. Yeah. But what if I'm playing an ITS mission and there is no exclusion zone, no rules against these guys, and this guy is a forward observer or a hacker? Then I'm interested in to accomplish the mission, taking the objective. This is an objective, let's say that, I can deploy him there, I can deploy him as a marker there. Yeah. Okay.
So he could be there as a marker, being a specialist with all of his extra stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he can take the objective. So that is
that's quite aggressive. That's quite aggressive to be straight up and onto your objectives.
No, aggressive will be if I'm having the Spectre with boarding shotgun and I'm only thinking about killing people. Then I will probably put him the closest I can think of to the enemy, maybe even risking my infiltration with a roll, but being the closest to the enemy deployment, and that this guy can deliver the most demolishing blow. Tio Camo with boarding shotgun is a huge modifier in the role for him. Yeah. He will make surprise shot, I will explain you that later, so that will be demolishing. That is when you have a short range weapon and want to make damage. Going even here, you know, going even to this position. That will be risky because during the deployment stage, I will have to make a roll. It will be
I could be right up very close to my opponent.
Yeah. It will be a pH -3. Let's see what happens. pH -3, 11. That will be a fail. Okay, so I will have to put my figure discovered in my deployment area next to the
table edge. So there's a risk there, but if you're really wanting to push it and be aggressive, you can be.
Yeah, but if you succeed, let's say with a fake roll of a fake dice with a 2, then you will be there. and you will be camouflage, but as a marker, okay? And that will be demolishing, okay?
Yeah. Now, you were also talking about hackers, yes.
example.
Where would you place a hacker here?
See, if I have a Spectre with hacker assault device, I like very much this point here, this balcony, and I will be prone. I will put a prone marker next to my figure. So,
but it's another little disc you would place in beside it.
Yeah, I will put a prone marker next to it, so they can know that only the size and volume of the marker counts, because he is prone. He's not has the silhouette value of silhouette 2.
Yeah.
So no one can reach almost that position, and he will have
he's dominating the middle of the table.
Zone of control that will allow him to make a lot of arrows. So sniper position, aggressive position, objective position, hacker position, that's nice, okay? But there's something more. TO Camo troops, only the TO Camo, not the normal Camo troops, can make hidden deployment. Okay.
Right.
Yes, you were thinking that I forgot about hidden deployment. It's now when you point at that. Okay, hidden deployment is that you don't even put a marker, you don't even put anything. You ask the other player, please turn around. I get my mobile phone and I take photos of the spot where I want to put the figure.
And then I turn back.
And that's it. So that includes
that's actually quite clever.
A lot of meta thing, okay? Because suddenly your tag or your troops are moving without knowing that there is a sniper here, without knowing that there is a hacker here.
Yeah, so you're starting to really play mind games.
Without even knowing that you have a specialist next to an objective and you're saving it for the last turn for the guy thinking that he has won, and suddenly this guy makes an objective and there's huge meta here.
Lots and lots of mind games you can play with people with that.
It's terrible. And I haven't even mentioned mines, which are additional camo markers. So suddenly an Ariadna guy can have lots of camo markers because he has the already camo troops and the mines.
Yeah.
There's one guy who can make ambush camo, which is he is one marker, one camo marker, but he puts 2. The other one is just a
dummy.
A dummy. It's nothing. It's something to waste your orders in discovery.
Yeah.
So there are players that got a Mentos candy tube, plastic, and put lots of camo markers and have a guide, and his deployment in a battlefield is hello, this is my list, cling, 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 cling.
So hang on, he just goes bing, 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 bing. Markers everywhere.
Lots of markers. He knows which one is because they have numbers.
Yeah, and I assume he has his army bag just sitting down beside the table.
He puts some sunglasses and deal with it. It's terrible meta stuff. You can really force things with camouflage. It's incredible. Yeah. And also, because they have lots of privilege.
Yeah.
They're expensive too. But I have here a Foxtrot miniature from US Ariadna.
Yeah, let's
army.
Put them down here. We'll get a wee gander at.
Yeah. So and this is the Spectre that I'm using in these examples.
Yeah.
And this is the Clipsos also. Well, they have constant negative modifiers for the people who shoots at them.
Right. So I assume this is when they're in miniature state, not in the actual...
The same modifier is against discover rolls when they are markers, and against your shots when they are miniatures.
Right, so these are TO Camos. So
TO Camo has a constant -6 modifier.
Wow.
I want to discover you, -6 modifier. I want to shoot at you, -6 modifier.
Ouch.
The Camo guy has a -3 modifier. It's lower, okay?
Yes.
I want to discover you, -3. I want to shoot at you, -3.
Yeah, I assume that these two, it's high-tech, image reflection, whereas this other guy just knows how to hide in the bushes.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, very, very cool.
So apart from that, there's more. There's even more. The Camo stuff is crazy.
You said you would be here all day.
Yeah. When any of these guys gets into a marker state, you cannot directly shoot at a marker, okay?
Oh, that sucks.
But when they pop out from the marker and they reveal themselves as a miniature and shoots at you, there's an additional negative modifier that you will suffer because you're being surprised.
Yeah. Where did that come from?
Okay.
Crap!
Surprise, mother!
Hey. Family show. Family show. Apologies.
No, I didn't say anything. So, the two pop-outs from marker, another negative modifier. So think about this.
These guys are really, really aggressive and really nasty.
Popping out of marker state
from
this side
pop
with cover to an enemy the enemy will suffer -3 for camouflage, -3 for cover, and -3 for being surprised, and -9. If you take this to a TO camo troop, it will be a -12. You cannot have more modifiers in one direction.
Yeah,
12 is the maximum.
Yeah, but hang on, I assume I can have a +12 and you can have a -12.
Yes.
That's scary to be able to drag it halfway to the max, guys.
Is that
right?
That is a nightmare, really.
Oh, right. Carlos, these things are scaring the hell out of me. I want to know how to beat them. So, everybody, myself and Carlos are moving across to beastsofwar.com for the XLBS version of this show, where we're going to tell you how do you beat camo troops, because they are aggressive, they are nasty, and you need to know how to beat them. We'll see you in the next video.
So what I'm going to do is spend a long skill, the whole order in declare intuited attack. And then look at your face.
Yes.
And what do you do? Do you react? You don't react?
Yeah.
Whatever you say, if you react, you will reveal your miniature. If you don't react, you are waiting for me to make a willpower roll with no modifiers. No modifiers. And if I succeed, boom, here we go.
Right. So that's the risk there. I can reveal myself, or I can wait and hope you feel that willpower.
If I fail my roll.
Keep your blaster handy. The West is a dangerous place. Fight to survive as men turn to monsters and the dead rise on the Wild West Exodus Hub at beastsofwar.com. From Viking halls to the cities of the future, terrain buffs will love our foreground hub. Watch gaming tables of all genres come to life at beastsofwar.com.